Hello. Now then, welcome back. This is episode 16 of our Emberpelts playthrough on hiding from the Rainstorm map, and today we are going to continue getting our beavers, other than dealing with this approaching drought, getting the bots into this cavern pit down here, the bot cave, if you will. I realise now this is probably not the greatest way to have achieved what I've achieved here, but we're going to fix it now. A couple of days to think about it is good. It's good to refresh. So, let me lay this in and then we can go find something else to do. So it's basically, I'm just going to square it off. That's the plan anyway. So, nice and square on this side and same for this side. Up a level. Just need to just pause that so I can see at least where it is. Just go down a level, that's to here. What am I doing? Wrong one. There we go. Something along those lines. Let's just unpause. No, not that one. And then this level's going to be exactly the same. We'll have to build some sort of stairs for them, but it won't be too bad. This should hollow out a big enough space to make this go away. Chances are that some of this won't actually need to be built, so... But something like that. Go back down to here, and then we can get that done. That shouldn't be paused. Good. Right, so we'll leave them to do that. There's going to need to be stairs and whatnot to fix some of this, I think, once they're up. And again, we're going to have to get some of the beavers in here to actually lay in some storage. What do these need? A lot. Planks, logs, explosives. So, planks. I mean, logs, even. And I think these are just planks, right? Give me the explosives and teeny tiny tank. Or the extract. And obtain, and obtain, and obtain, and obtain. And that should hopefully fix the speed of this. Anyway, let's leave that area. I think this was all fixed yesterday. This abomination here has fixed that issue. We could probably do with fixing that. We'll get back to that later. Not too much of a drought. We did start fixing this area though. This here is basically going to be the key to keeping these beavers ticking along quite nicely. What we are going to have to do is relocate some of this stuff and rebuild them on top here. So the plan for this, which again will be a while, but if we get the old overhangs, which are located here, the plan is to basically do this all the way across. And I don't know if there's a cheeky way. There is a cheeky way we could do it. We could put some curly stairs in, so that should be quite useful for us to do that. But we do need these emptying. So effectively, we're going to rejig a lot of this that we've already pre-built just to be able to connect the water and everything down here. It's going to be a bit convoluted, I know, for now, but once this bit's built up to here, they should be able to fly straight through all of that. And then it's going to be a case of saying goodbye to these bits that we don't actually need. Although we are, again, that's a pretty much a problem with beavers. So that's why we need the bots. So hopefully haulers are hooking us up down here. They should be able to get to most things, I think. I hope. That's coming along nicely. There's enough stairs, so that's okay. Ah, you need to get done. We're going to need the bots, so I think we just reset the priority on all this as well. That should do us, hopefully. We'll just see what kind of disaster it makes up here. If it dies, it dies and breaks and gets a hole in it. We'll fix it. I don't think it will, but we'll fix it. Needs be. Anywho, the other thing that we also need to do is tidy up a lot of the industry down here because it's kind of not needed. I do want to put it all up here, which is probably going to mean more engines somewhere, but there'll probably be a couple up here and then some more as well as the storage, because then we'll have all of this opened up as well. And hopefully we should be fine. These should be running. Probably missing a ton of haulers. Yes. Still have a full contingent there, so that's okay. That's good. They're about halfway full. These are getting cut, so that's probably going to cause us some issues in here. Can you hit double dynamite? Is that a thing? It is going to be in landscaping, but no. Never mind. It would have been nice to have additional explosives because we don't have many. But it's fine. I think we can also say goodbye to a lot of this. What they can and can't get to is going to be an interesting thing, but we'll find out. It could just be that we just drain this out, actually. Might be the easiest solution for us. That should be on auto. Ah yes, that's holding that back, that's okay. Yeah, I think we just say goodbye to it all. Yes, please. Drain that. Get rid of the water. We should be able to send someone down. I don't believe there's any stairs. Is it worth leaving those in for a rainy day? We will leave that in, actually. We will demolish these, though. Get rid of those, and we'll just put in a quick staircase. Could do me that pretty quickly. That would be super great. That can go, though. Actually, no, I'll not rebuild just because we don't need it yet. And then I would like all of these picking up. Because storage is good. Builders can get on with that. This thing is probably not having a good time powering all this. It is not. But I think we can happily pause you, for sure. And I guess you, and I guess you, and probably that. You're sat on you behind too, so as long as someone's in here, that's all that really matters. Okay, so it's going up nicely. There's plenty of spares in there. They're getting to this quite nicely. Probably helps if I actually get them to do this end as well, doesn't it? Whoops. Yeah, need to be a bit more there, don't there? Okay, let's just do it this way. Few more to do, and we're done. Everything should still be reachable. Should be able to go above too. Cool beans, right, where were we? Day and a third left, I suppose. Water's coming quite nicely. There's a lot of distance for them to travel for that, so kinda leave them to it. Hopefully those are in there, which they look to be. How doing for the foods though? Terrible. Berries not too bothered about. Oh yeah, baked beets needs more storage. Okay, not a problem. We'll fix that once all of this is built. Yeah, certainly cutting through those logs, but I'm hoping that these being picked up will have fixed a lot of the problems. Obviously it would help if they could reach it. Tell me it's too far now though. Thanks. Gears and gears and gears. Alright, fine. Cool beans. Alright, we'll leave that running. That's okay. Farms are fine. We do need to fix wheat and whatnot. So the one thing that we did need to do was up here. And I believe there's no particular nice way of dealing with it, so not sure if this will work, to be honest, but we'll try it. Certainly don't need that one. I think that'll be okay. That should slow it down somewhat. Just need to figure out if we need one. Oh, we will need one there. Here, though, I'm not so sure. Maybe not. If not, we'll just have to cut across. Because I'd like to take these out just so we get an extra row of stuff. But what we do need to put down here, and let's do this properly. We are going to dig ourselves a pit, as you would expect, as you know and love. Let's see, the best place to stick it. I guess it's there, to be honest. And I would like to demolish a lot of this as well. Something like that. I guess if we're doing it that way, we may as well just carve out a niche that way, I think. That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll do nicely. So, it's not exactly high on the list of things. I would like to get the farm bits sorted, so up the priority on those. They should bring those in pretty quickly. I think we're probably full of metal, to be fair, as well. Here we were. Not a good idea, but never mind. We've used it all. Yes, of course we have. We have no dynamite. Okay, water is flowing, that's fine. Let's take a look under here. They have demolished this top area out, that's good to see. I think these will all naturally disappear as they blow this out, to be honest, so don't think we need to worry quite so much. I can reach it all, most of it. Okay, alright, leave them to it. Looks like we've had a lot of beavers grow up, so that's fine. How's this going? One more to go. It's in, it just needs to be hit with a hammer. It'd be lovely if you could just give it a quick tap, but it's night time, so they're not gonna. This is a big beaver sink right here because of all of the random foresters and whatnot. It looks pretty, but it's not ideal. That's where the bots will come in. Let's just tidy that up. No need for it to exist. They've probably moved on to something else. Yeah, because this was first, wasn't it? It seems that they won't bring any logs, but we've got a ton of them, so it's fine. Yeah, so this will carve itself out as stuff gets blown up, which is a-okay for me. So if we just go down to this level, there's a few that's going to probably disappear on us anyway. So we are a bit stuck on headroom, however, when it does come out, we should be singing. I don't think it'll break it all, but we'll find out. Alright. Having a bit of a internal debate of getting him to concentrate on this so we could fix it. Probably a better idea. This is now done though, so let's just kaboom that. I'd like you to sink those in there. I think this guy can feed it all, to be honest. It's a bit of a distance, but I think it'll be fine. I would like all of that being done. Thank you very much. And depending on the reach, should get somewhere around here. So this can get blown up, and then we could finally plant some more corn and certainly wheat. It's probably worth just doing that for now. I'll plant that under the thought that this should be enough. I don't actually think we need to be this higgledy-piggledy with it all, but it saves us a problem. Come the next bad tide, I'll be okay. Sorry, I'm back now. I hope this works. Just run out of space to save recordings. I'll try and stitch this together and be somewhat useful later. We'll find out soon. 24 meg left on the recording drive is not a good place to be. Need to delete all my old raw recordings. But I believe we're back. I'm not sure what exactly was cut off, but we'll see where we're going. So this is now built. They're filling it up, which is good to see. This is moist for this to get planted. Not that there's anyone in here. So it's gonna be something along the lines of having to grow the beavers a little bit more. Don't particularly want to add any more, but we're going to do it. Should be buildable from wherever it is. Shouldn't take them too long. Let's take a sneaky peeky under here. So yeah, they've lost a lot of that, so that's okay. This may be a bit cheeky, but if we just said to do those, maybe it'll all drop off and we won't need to bother, which will save time. At least that's the theory, anyway. Right. We are going to need another explosives factory, so let's just chuck one up here. We should be able to squeeze one in temporarily, anyway. It's not where I'd want to place one, but it's where one will fit. At least for now. So also do me that. Yeah, we are just kind of hemorrhaging beavers again as per. Planks are terrible. Probably need to turn that guy back on. Not that we have anyone for it, because a million of them have just died. And not managed to join the workforce. Not ideal at all. We also need to move these. I'm not sure if this thing's used elsewhere, but we do need one somewhere up here, I think. To increase the priority of that job. There's still someone in there. There's someone in there. That's okay. How many have we got down in this thing? We do not need that. If we're not using any of that, we could probably just pause that for now. We lost a big chunk of it? Not really. I have every faith they will fix it soon. Right, so we are now balanced on jobs. Everyone should have something to do. It means this should be planted, or starting to get that way, which it is. And we should have that. We don't have any bad water up here, but what we can put in is just a tiny tank. We get that to be bad water. Obtain. And that should help this guy. Now I do wonder if it's possible. Just pause it a second. That should have really been a little bit bigger. If we'd have bought the right size ones, get rid of that. And we'd have done that one. Yes. Not sure that's technically allowed, but okay. We'll take it. But I don't believe we'll get the same this way. Yeah, we won't get it. We won't get those two, so let's not bother with that. However, this way should allow us to get that in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yes, I realise that I've just built all of these, but that will give us a much better space to work with. Can't put anything here, so any tall stuff can, I guess, live on here. But it does give us a lot more room, so let's just unpause that. We'll get round to that eventually. Doesn't particularly make it super simple to get up, but we could just get some disgustingly cheap curly stairs to go in here somewhere, and that should get us up there. Well, not a single one, obviously, but I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing, but it will get us up here. In fact, is that the best way? Probably not. Probably don't need to do this, do we? Let's... I promise you this insanity will end soon. So if we do that, that gets us up here. We have access the back to go straight across the back, should we need to. And we can sort of leave underneath to be whatever underneath is going to be. Okie, that's looking good. This construction project should hopefully not take them too much longer. Yeah, so large swathes of that have now disappeared. Bits and pieces are hanging by a thread. I suspect this will disappear very shortly. The chewing do it, so that's good to see. Then we might just have to be a bit more deliberate in what we take off this corner. Alright, coming along nicely. What was the other thing we were short of? It was wheat flour, which is terrible. And there was something else. Corn flour, which is a thing. Oh yeah, there was one thing I was going to put up here as well. That was... not a kiln. Not a tapper shack either. Somewhere is it in here? It's not in there. This thing, whatever this is, duplicate me that. Ah, that's just a little bit too big. But it could fit in if it went somewhere else. Could have got there as well, also, thinking about it. Yeah, let's do that. Where? It's in here somewhere. Shout if you scream, if you see it. I mean, I'd assume it'd be in here, but it doesn't look to be. I'm very confused. Maybe I'm blind. It's highly likely I'm blind. Gears, tapper shack, oh, clay pits there. Well, yes, it turns out I am in fact very blind. For now, well, let's put that there. It keeps it kind of out the way, but it does bring it up from down here. So these guys can just get paused. Do believe canola oil has been made up here. So you can be paused. And I'm hoping that should keep everything down here. This needs to move, but I kind of need this to not be here. What else was there to install? That's the distillery thing, so that would fit nicely in here. I don't know what we need it for, but let's build it. Just fill that in. If this is not going to be used for anything big, we should be able to squeeze this in here. Just turn it around, and we'll just say this can be for the Phoenix juices, which should be that one. Should we need it? Don't think we ever will, but whatever it's for, we've got one now. Can I get this done, please? Thank you. Bad tide approaching. What are you complaining about? You are out of jobs to do. That is correct, you are out of jobs. Let's just chuck that in here. They are not needed anymore because we are not cutting these down. I mean, we will if we need to. I suppose if there's a tree emergency and we need them. Does also mean once that's built we could rip that out. We could also plant these in here, which I think is probably fine. That guy can reach across and do this, that's perfect. But these need to be replaced with gatherer flags. And you should be able to get us the apples, which you can. Perfect. Okay. That's gonna bump that up quite a bit. I mean, apples are full anyway, so no biggies there. We're getting on down here. Yeah, I think that is just supported by yeah, there is some bits to that. No. Ah, yes, because of the bottom. Alright, let's go down to this level. Just do me these, please. Concentrate on that. Then I guess finish off this layer, I guess. No, we'll keep the jut. I think it'll be fine. Okay. So, water's full. Juices are not great. Could probably do with more squeezers, to be honest. We could put more in. Not too much stress. It's just needing beavers to do those jobs, I suppose. Now we do have a glut of beavers though, so the haulers can do the hauling. That's a-okay with me. I'll keep that fine. We do need that, so let's just say actually would have been nice to have put those somewhere else, thinking about it, but never mind. Presses, where are the presses? The presses won't fit under there, so kind of stuck. Let's realise it's just been built, but... No, we'll leave it. We'll move upstairs if we need to. That's going to be okay. We could run a shaft up to fix that, actually. Just pull that up and run it across. Would probably work just as fine. Somehow. We'll have to figure that one out. Alright. So, 40 bad tide. That's not going to cause us any problem. It will be interesting to see if this gets polluted, though. It shouldn't do. That's just out of reach. Looks like all of this area is staying contaminated free. Still early days, but here it comes. As long as it holds it back, I think we're okay. I think we normally lose this corner as well. That's seeping in there. I guess that is coming from there. Alright, fine. Someone just come and hit me that and see if this goes away. Please, please. Finishing both off, that'd be lovely. I mean, it's doing the job, so this isn't polluted, so this was enough. I think we'd have lost more had these not been installed. So that should go away, which it has. And that is retreating too. Fantastic. There's a little bit, but I think that's mainly because there's nothing underneath here. I'm not going to quibble about a tile, to be honest. I think that's going to be okay. Is this a concern? Oh yeah, this is dead because of that. There ain't much we can do about it. Alright, cool. So we've got a nice bigger chunk of farm to deal with these, for the wheat. Not sure storage is the best for it, but... Yes, no, it's terrible. Alright, well, they need this building first, and we need this finished first. Slow progress, folks, slow progress, but it will be beneficial to us because we can get all of this done, get the bots in, get them doing some of these other jobs. Okay, so that's all down there tidy. Everything down here dies. Annoyingly as usual. Hit it too far. I am very tempted to run... That's interesting. A line through all of this. Not all of it, but... I mean, this has been long dead anyway, but these are quite useful to have. But if we use the tunnels, we could chimble out a path. That might be a good idea. We'll think about that. But if we went off and then put contamination barriers on top, I think that would stop it. We'll see, I guess. Trees are looking terrible. Oh, how long we got left on these to come in? Not far. Okay, fine. I think it's high time we fix this area as well, so let's demolish this. Don't think this is gonna really do much because of how it's done. Let's just take that out for now. If it protects these trees, that's much better for us. Let's see how that goes. They'll get to it eventually. Can always plant some trees in and make use of the additional space if that does get us any space, of course. It's running out anyway, so this can be, if you get to it, lads, that'll do. Thanks very much. Yeah, they were next to the build queue, that makes sense. Ripping through that, so that's okay. This area side is done too. I'm hoping that we may not even need to build this layer. We can't get up to it anyway, so that's not too much of an issue, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't want to actually do that. It does tear out quite a bit, actually. Alright, we'll leave to it. I think we can maybe be a bit cheeky and just ignore this level. Cool beans. Right, so everything's running along. This is not flooding, so that's good. I think we can probably think about tidying a bit up. What's up with you? Oh, yeah, fair enough. Next. Cool. That's them happy, that's that replanted, that's okay. How is canola doing? Not great, but we don't have a lot of storage for it, which is the general problem. While we wait for this monstrosity to be built. In between time, though, let's see what we can do for the beavers. That needs power. That does not. Let's get that in. Let's see if we can't work on getting some extra benefit for the beavers. Let's give that priority as well. I mean, things are a million trillion miles away, but mean, to be fair, actually, just pause that a sec. Will it fit in here anywhere? It would with some finagling. Okay, let's see then. Let's just go with that. We'll get rid of you. Monuments-wise, this thing needs power, but it would fit up here quite nicely. Do we want to put this thing in just yet? I don't think so. I mean, we can't afford it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But they will get that built as they can when the science prevails for that, so... Not too long to go down here. They've started on side 2, so that's good to see. Probably stick in again for a later time, but this guy, just if you want power up here. Change my mind. If we do that though, then we can get power up to here. And that's ready to rock when they get to it. So, dynamite's looking terrible. Extract's fine, logs okay-ish. Yeah, we do have quite a few bored beavers still, so there's no mega rush on the bots. Yeah, we don't have to worry too much about that. Trees popping in, so that's good to see. What are you? No, what are you? Let's get someone in there. You may as well. Beavers aren't really doing much of that area. That's in though, so that's good. Where is... I've got loads of corn, beets, wheats. That's going to be okay. I actually think that's fine. Are all these trees planted? They are. Okay, you can retire. Bad water is fine. We don't need scrap. That's still full because we're not making anything. That's okay. In that case then, perhaps you can help with the farm. I mean, under no illusion that they're probably going to have a death wave and all these guys are going to go away, as usual. I'd like to get these built though, because not that we need anyone in them, but it gives them something to do. If I failed, I have failed massively. Well, well, well. Let's see. Can I build my way out of this without destroying it? The answer is no. That, though, will work fine. They're not going to get cut. These guys should be busy. They'll be ripping all the apples out. That's fine. You have a spare to go in there. And you've got someone in there. Cool beans. Right, so this is done. I do wonder what will happen if I just destroy that. Not as much as I would like, if I'm honest. However, all of that would go away. So I'm going to say it's going to be fine. Yes. Then down here, I think it's totally enough as it is, to be honest, so I just don't want to destroy everything down here. I think it's working out beautifully. Don't want to destroy that though. That, I think, should give us what we want. Logs, planks. There are now 1,000 million planks. There's none of those, so let's get rid of that. This no longer needs to be here. Let's get that emptied. I don't think we've got space for it, but we'll find out. Let's just tidy up this area. And we can finally begin. Got pack factories. We can get loads in here. Absolutely loads. We should be able to squeeze one of these in the middle somewhere, maybe. Or not. Wow, she is a tall boy. Never mind. I didn't want to do that. So I do believe that is enough for that, and we're going to need some engines down here. I'm going to put in 2 of those. I didn't really measure this for size, if I'm totally honest with you, which may make it a little unpretty, but I think it'll be okay. And in the meantime, in between time, we will just put that in. Do need to tidy up the paths, but that can come later. That doesn't need to exist, so get rid of that. That can also go away. And I think with those placed, that's gonna do us for this episode. I'm not entirely sure how long it's gone on, but I think we're about there for the normal kind of time because of the cuts halfway through this when I ran out of space on the computer, but that's sorted now. That's starting, so that's good. So I will leave it here. Come the next episode, this should be finished. We can start moving the storage and whatnot up here. There's probably a second layer for squeezers up here. And we'll probably run a nice simple path down into this area. We can retire this guy, I think. Let's just pause it for now. And yeah, storage up here, fix these a bit, let them get all organised, and then I think industry up here is where we need to be. Everyone can come up the tubeways, it's nice and local. Bots can start coming the tedious jobs like this. We'll have to put whatever it is that keeps the bots going, which I don't actually know what it is for these guys. Looks like fuel. Nothing too exotic there, so we need to put the storages down yonder, that's fine. And if there's enough room up here, we could start moving these up here also. So we will do that next time and then get the bot revolution upon us. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. If you have any comments, please chuck them down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.